Okay, once again, we apologize. We had a little issue with YouTube copyrighting us, so once again, we cannot show the game. We will have to show. We'll have to have game audio on. 67-60 is your score at halftime. I apologize for what happened. So once again, we will not let it happen again. So we want to keep we want to protect our channel. So 67-60 at halftime. We'll have the second half for you in just a few moments. Let's go through the numbers. Sorry for what's going on. So let's go through the numbers. Okay, let's give you the numbers in the first half. Pelicans did shoot 51%. No, 49% for the Pelicans and 51% for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 3-point shooting, 7 of 18 for Minnesota, 3 of 15 for the Pels. Also, free throws, Pelicans got to the line 15 times, converted 11 shots, 73%. Rebounding aspects, Pels led 25-19, 8-4 on offensive boards. And defensive boards, they led 17-15. Now, turnovers was 8-5 in favor of the Pelicans. Points off of turnovers, Pelicans gave up 15. Pelicans got 8 off of those 8 off of those turnovers for Minnesota. So that was in the game. Fast break points even at 36. No, excuse me. Fast break points 15-5 and even at 36. So we're trying to get back on track. So let's go over to the box score, give you an update. Leading scorers is Towns with 13, Edwards with 15. Let's see. Rubio with 4, Vanderbilt with 2, Layman with 3, McDaniels with 12 off the bench, Reed with 11 off the bench, and No with 5 off the bench. Now for the Pelicans, Zion with 17, Ingram with 6, Adams with 6, Ball with 7, Hayes with 9, and Lewis with 2, and Hart with 5, and also Walker with 5. So you score 67-60 at halftime. We'll have game audio in just a few moments once the game returns. So once again, we cannot show any live video of any games no more. We got caught, so we apologize. So score is 67-60 at halftime. We'll have game audio coverage. Instead, you'll hear the game. You also have the play-by-play on the screen right here. So let's give you the second quarter stats. I'm going to go ahead and give you those second quarter stats. I'm going to switch it out and give you the second quarter stats in just a second. Okay, second quarter stats on the screen. Pelicans shot 43%. Minnesota shot 57%. 2-point shooting. The Pels did shoot 60%. The Minnesota Timberwolves shot 66.7%. 3-point shooting. The Timberwolves did shoot 6 of 13. Pels 1 of 8 in the second quarter, and also free throws. Pels went to the line 6 times, converted 4 shots, 66%. Minnesota 2 of 2. So once again, turnovers is 5-2. So 67-60 at halftime. We'll have the second half in just a few moments. So once again, please, just a reminder, we cannot show video. We'll have to, like I said, we'll show the coaches' press conference right after tonight's game. We cannot show live footage. So we did get copyrighted, so we don't want to get it again. So 67-60 at halftime. So let's go ahead and go over some scores while we wait. So I'm going to go over some scores with you. Give me a second to put that in. Okay, scoreboard update. Okay, scoreboard update. Fourth quarter, it is, let's see, Detroit and Charlotte. Charlotte on top 99-96. Boston on top 61-58 in the third quarter. Also Atlanta down 84-81. Miami down 60-56. Also the Bulls on top 57-64. The Knicks down 68-51. Also the Thunder and Mavericks no score. So that's in the game tonight. So we're back on live. So we'll have game audio coverage once we return. Still, you score 67-60 at halftime. So thanks for joining us. We appreciate you coming in. I mean, so. Okay, college basketball scores. Let's give you an update on some college basketball scores going on. Okay, UNO loses to Northwestern State 82-79. Tulane wins 77-70. Also, North Carolina down 29-28. Also, USC is down 7-4. Also, Oklahoma State on top 72 to 69. Mississippi State on top. They win by 1, 74-73. Virginia wins 72-69. Georgia Tech wins 72-71. Also, Ohio State wins 79-75. Florida wins 69-63. Baylor wins 74-68. Also, South Dakota State wins 69-66. And also, Creighton wins 87-56. That was in their game today. Also, Kansas wins 69-62. At 8:30 will be Texas and Texas Tech. That'll be later on. So that game will be later on this evening. Also, Cal and Colorado will be later on this evening as well. So once again, the score 67-60 at halftime. We'll have game audio coverage. Once again, no video due to copyright strikes. So we will not have live video. We'll have live audio. You'll hear from Fox Sports New Orleans. So thanks for joining. Thanks for your understanding.
Alongside Antonio Daniels, AD, we started the telecast tonight with, if the Pels are going to be a factor in the playoff race, they've got to get some stops. 23 of the last 35 shots from Minnesota went down in the first half of play. In fact, they had a 40-point second quarter, and that's a team that averages only 108 a game.
Right. This game is about two things. It's about rhythm and confidence. And if you're the Pelicans, you cannot continue to allow teams
He does that too, so you don't get in trouble.
Rhythm and confidence, because that ends up carrying over.
That's why I try not to.
You look at the percentages here, shooting 52% from the field. Like you can't.
Big Goose is doing his game.
Into the same hole and giving up 40-point quarters against every team you play.
So one guy was playing his
Bruce is calling a game.
He knows his game, doesn't he?
And he got it going early. You know, he knocked down his first 4 shots.
This is caller.
To start off attacking the rim. But I think what I'm most impressed with and what I like is the fact that he got the benefit of the whistle. 6 free throw attempts in that first half, knocking down 5 of them.
So Zion paced the Pelicans.
So once again, second half will begin in just a few moments. 67-60 is your score. We'll be back in just a few moments. Game audio coverage only for the rest of the game. So it will be game audio. So once again, if you want to come in video chat with us, you can do that.
And no, thank you for your support. Also, you and everyone else in the stream tonight that came through supporting these videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. All right. This is the point in the broadcast where I remind everyone that the game cast is faster than the stream I'm watching. So we'll see what happens. I have no idea where 8 seconds went. I'm gonna tell you when it comes up on my screen. I'm 9.1 seconds on my clock. Yeah, I have mods, yes. I don't know where they've been around lately. All right, Sadiq Bey with the inbound.
Okay, once again, just a reminder, like he said, the game cast is a lot faster than the actual video feed with the audio in it. So once again, you'll see the game cast right on your screen. We'll begin the second half in just a few moments. Once again, we cannot show live video due to our copyright incident with YouTube. So we going to go game audio. So you'll hear the game audio. You'll also see the play-by-play on the game cast, because like I said, it's a lot faster than the actual game coverage. So 67-60, we'll have LSU baseball on Saturday. We'll have LSU and UTSA. There will be game audio coverage as well. We'll watch. I'll be watching the game, but you'll hear the actual TV sound from the game, so you will not miss a play. So we'll wait for the second half to begin.
All right, Smart underneath the hoop. Smart gonna shoot, and he's fouled.
So we'll get back to game coverage. Once again, your score is 67-60.
Pelicans up by 16 at one point. What changed in the second quarter?
Well, our defense changed. I thought we did a really good job in the pick and rolls. We were veering back. We kind of got Cat off of some stuff. He got off to a poor start. And we got in transition. And when you're playing in transition, that means you have a great chance of scoring the basketball. The second half, we weren't putting together stops. They got a few second shots, got some tip outs, and all of a sudden they got going a little bit.
Do you run any plays this half to get Brandon Ingram going? 6 points for him, 4 dimes, and no boards. An unusual stat line.
Well, they've done a good job. They're really, baselining him and being physical with him. So we've got to do some things to get him some freedom, get him some movement, and, get him in situations where he can score the basketball and play a little bit more free. Right now, he's having to work just to get catches.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate your time. Best of luck turning things around this half.
Thank you.
Guys, we'll send it back over to you.
All right, Jeff.
Say second half will begin. Minnesota will get the ball. They will try to pass it. 3-point shot is good. Off, it laces the rim, so it's no good. Ball will go back to the Pels. Zion will try to pass it. Brandon Ingram will knock the three down. Brandon Ingram for three. Makes it 67-63. So 67-63 Minnesota. Let's see if they can try to get a basket here. And they'll pass it. 3-point shot is good. So Minnesota makes it 70-63 here on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. 70-63. See if the Pels can capitalize here. And they'll attempt it. They'll try to get the shot, Zion, and it's going to be a charge. The ball goes back to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Turnover. And by the way, at the break, it was a 7-point game. Pels were outscored by 7 points off mistakes.
So 70-63, ball goes back to the Timberwolves. They will pass it. Let's see if they can try to get something going here. And they'll attempt the shot, and the shot is good. Makes it 72-63. So 72-63. Minnesota on top after the basket. Now 73-63. And the shot is no good. This will go by the Pels. So 73-63 after the 3-point shot by and the shot is good. 75-63, full timeout. Okay, 75-63. Minnesota on top, 75-63 to start the third quarter. So right now the Pels, let's give you those numbers. Okay, Pels right now are shooting 47.1%. Minnesota 53. 3-point shooting. Pels right now are shooting 4 of 17. Minnesota 9 of 21, 42%. Pels right now shooting 73%. Rebounding aspects, Pels lead 26-21. Also leads 8-4 on offensive rebounds. And 18-16 on defensive rebounds. And the game turnovers right now is 9-5 in favor of the New Orleans Pelicans, so 9-5 on turnovers. So 18 points off of those turnovers. Minnesota got off of those 9 turnovers, and Pelicans got 5. So off of the 5 turnovers for the Timberwolves. Now the fast break points 15-5 in favor of Pelicans, and Minnesota leads 38-36. So 75-73 is your score. Your Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We cannot show game coverage due to the fact that we got copyrighted, so we don't want to let that happen again. So 75-63. We're back in just a second. So we'll wait for the feed to return, 75-63. Okay, Pelicans will take on the Clippers next week. That'll be next week. So wait for the feed to return, 75-63. So not that many Pels fans out at the smoothie tonight. The ball, once again, Pels will get the ball. 75-63, Minnesota on top. So they'll pass it. And let's see if they can try to get a shot off. Lonzo ball for three. Knocks it down. Makes it 75. So it's 19 for Alonzo Ball. So 75-66. So 75-66. Alonzo Ball gets the 3-point shot. 75-66. And it's going to be Anthony Edwards' turnover.
It's a good job by Bless finding his feet. Mobility speed getting his body in front of Anthony Edwards, which isn't the easy
So,
that we've seen.
Still 75-66. See if the Pels can get something going here in that shot. And the ball will go back to the Minnesota Timberwolves, 75-66. And that shot is going to be no good. Ball going back to the Pels. Zion will try to get the basket, and he won't. Still 75-66. He should score. So 75-66. Put my glasses on. 75-66. And Rubio will try to pass it. And the ball almost taken away by Alonzo.
So while we talk about Chris Finch of Minnesota with the worst record in the NBA, bottom three is only, remember, 14% chance to get the number one pick. And I bring that up because the Andrew Wiggins people, it'll be Karl Anthony Towns.
And that shot is going to be good. So Karl Anthony Towns gets the basket. 78-66. 16 points for him, 6 boards. Brandon Ingram gets the basket, makes it 78-68. So 78-68. So BI gets the basket, 78-68. And the shot is going to be no good. Ball going back to the Pels. Still leading us. Minnesota still leading 78-66. And that shot is going to be no good. Air ball going back to the
So the struggles continue. It's out of 8 to play in a 10-point lead for Minnesota. Don't forget their last game before the break, they lost by 30 to Charlotte.
So points this third 3-pointers this third quarter. We missed it. So still 78-66. Ball will go back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's see if they can try to get something going. And looks like it's going to be a so 4.9 seconds remaining. Still 78-66. 78-68, excuse me. 78-68. The ball will go back. And the shot is good. So it's going to be Bledsoe getting the basket. 8-point game. 78-70. That's going to be Bledsoe. Go pass. It looks like it's going to be a foul. So it's going to be Bledsoe getting the foul. Still 78-70. Now tomorrow night we'll have the other game tomorrow night. Once again, game audio only. Cannot have show video doing the so. So 7:15 remaining in the third quarter. You can score 78-70.
So crafty with the basketball. So crafty with the ball. Carries it right over Bled's head, and he caught Bled's hand in the cookie jar. They didn't pay for it.
So free throws coming up. First free throw is up and good. Makes it 79-70. Back to a 9-point game. So Ricky Rubio to the line. And that second free throw is good. Makes it 80-70, Minnesota on top. I tell you what, Minnesota's, like I said, they're taking advantage of this team's misfortunes. Bledsoe will try to go to lane. Nope. Stadium Mountains, and that ball will go back to the Pels. T-Wolves.
You know, when you get that rebound, you bring that ball down. Guards, that's the only way that they have an opportunity to get it. If you get that rebound, you keep that ball above your head, you go back up and finish it.
Little guy doesn't have a chance to touch it.
So 80-70.
Rubio.
And let's see if they can try to get something going. And the shot is good, but it will go to the line. That's a basket for Minnesota, 82-70. 6:49 remaining in the third quarter.
There's no help. There's no resistance with these guys attacking that rim right now. It just looks easy.
Jake Lemon's got 11 points on 5 shots. He is perfect beyond the arc.
So free throw is coming up.
He's a 26.
First free throw is up, and it is good.
4 years of college basketball.
So it makes it
And a former second-round
83-70.
Blazers. They understand that zone, I think.
Yeah.
And Lemon almost took it away on a poor pass.
The thing is, what reason do you have to come out of the zone?
Brandon Ingram.
But 3, no good.
And the loose stuff through the 5-hole.
So it's going to be Minnesota getting the ball. They'll go to the get an easy basket.
4 Minnesotans are up by 15.
So Minnesota up 85-70.
Zion.
So Minnesota up 85-70. Let's see if the Pels can get it basket. Shot is no good. Ball going back to the
With that miss is now 1 for 8, 0 for 4 on his triples.
got pass it.
Gilby Edwards.
Edwards will try. Nope. Edwards will knock it down.
On an 18-point game. It was 7 at the break. A 10-0 run for Minnesota.
88-70.
And Edwards in the middle of things.
So once again, we will mute the TV. Once again, commercial breaks and also music playing in it. So 88-70 is your score. I'll be honest with you right now. Minnesota is absolutely just taking advantage of the Pelicans' misfortunes. I'll be honest with you. They're not getting those shots down. So let's give you those third quarter numbers while we head back to tonight's game. So I'll turn it back on in just a second. Okay, let's give you those third quarter numbers right now. Pels shooting 36%. Minnesota 63. 2-point shooting. Minnesota at 50. Pels at 40. 3-point shooting right now. 2 of 6 for the Pels and 4 or 5 for Minnesota on 3-point shots. So they're knocking 3-point shots down in the third quarter. So it is 88-70. Minnesota on top of the Pelicans tonight. So let's give you the points to paint. I'll go back over to my points to paint screen. Okay, points to paint right now. Pels trailing 42-40. Fast break points. Pels lead 17-10 in the game. So 17-10 versus 42-40. Now the turnovers is kind of right now it's just 10 to 7 in favor of the Pels. So right now the Pels are the points off of turnovers is 21 to So I'm gonna tell you right now, Minnesota will take advantage of those disadvantages that the Pels are getting right now. So 88-70 is your score. We'll return back to the game in just a few moments. Once again, game audio, no video.
18-point game. As it's gotten away early in the third quarter for the Pels. And it's our Taco Bell team. So the Pels, the difference, they increased it offensively. There's no question about that. And it's all about defense. You can't get stops, AD. You're not going to be able to outscore people every night.
Not at all.
So they're almost a +10. After the first, I guess you could say 5.5 to 6 weeks. The season started on the 22nd, 23rd. A little more than 5 weeks. And ever since, well, up to 120 a game. It looks good. Until.
So once again, 88-70.
Now can they get enough stops to get back into the game? And I said to you while we were away, you can't dig yourself a hole this big and expect to always come back.
So it's still 88-70.
They're really building the wall against Brandon Ingram as well. What they're doing is it's smart. What Chris Finch is doing.
So 88-70 is your score. I'm gonna tell you this Minnesota Timberwolves team right now. They're 7-29, but the truth of the matter is they're definitely taking advantage of the Pels' misfortunes.
Minnesota's also 4 of 5 of their triples. And Lonzo walk with the basketball.
So that's gonna be a walk. So.
And it's funny because Anthony Edwards looked at him and he's still standing in the 3-point setting. He's still there though.
Right. Get moved.
Yeah, there you go. Now he's out.
If you're going to wear bright shoes to begin with, I like his shoes, by the way. They have the uniforms that match those shoes.
Yes. Those uniforms they have on that now. Yeah.
Pels can't get it at the free throw line either.
Somebody from the Pelicans is going to have to bring some energy to this game.
Pick me
Because what you saw in the first half was Jaden McDaniels and Nas Reed brought that energy to the game that Minnesota needed. Who is going to be that 1 or 2 guys for the Pelicans tonight?
So let's see if the Pels get Nickeil Walker. We got to get a shot, mid-range shot, no good. Ball will go back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota Timberwolves leading 88-70. Let's see. And that shot is going to be no good. 3-point shot, once again, is no good by Minnesota. Ball going back to the Pels. Still trailing 88-70. That's going to be Alonzo Ball passing it to Brandon Ingram back. And that ball is going to be taken away by so it's going to be a foul on Brandon Ingram.
So the turnovers popping up as well.
Look at the amount of attention that they're showing to BI. If you see him pushing the basketball up the floor, look at the amount of attention. So when
Rubio's floating open.
Right, look at this. Look. So he's pushing the ball up the floor. Watch Rubio right here. Look at it.
Right.
So what he's doing is he's leaving Lonzo and saying, we're going to live with this shot. So now run it. Lonzo doesn't take it. Now you swing it back around, and it comes back around to BI. And now look at Anthony Edwards on this side of the floor. Look where he's not even paying attention to Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
They're going to make sure Ingram doesn't beat him as Anthony Edwards is going to the free throw line. They're in the bonus. The last 4:55 of the third. So his manageable at the
free throw is coming up, and that free throw is up and good. Makes it 89-70. Minnesota on top. Edwards knocks down the first. Misses the second. So he misses the second. Ball will be rebounded by Hart. Hart will have the ball. He'll have to pass it down to Brandon Ingram. Mid-range shot is no good.
Constructed to execute it. And right now, in this first 2.5 quarters, they have executed their defensive game plan on Brandon Ingram extremely well.
And the bench did a good job in the first half, as they're going to have to go to the bench. No one else comes in now. And we saw McDaniels with that block. McDaniels, by the way, in the first half alone at 12 points. That matches his career high. Going to be Lonzo. Following his own.
And the shot is good. So Steven Adams knocks it down, makes it 89-72. So 89-72.
String together a couple of stops defensively, some way, somehow.
Kogi also into the game. Edwards trying
Don Kogi comes in. So it's going to be 8 on the shot clock for the Timberwolves.
So I mentioned to you, you said hopefully it's their 10th straight. Well, they come in with 9 consecutive losses, but they've got a few days to think about it. And a walk by Karl-Anthony Towns. Pels get it back on the turnover. It is only the 8th of the game.
So once again, the score is 89-72.
So you start to count them in a row.
Ball will go back to the Pels, so 89-72. Points off of turnovers, 22-10 in favor of the Timberwolves.
I need to stop saying that. Every time I say that, that's you could offensively evaluate the basketball. It's gone. Right.
Yeah, Steven was trying to set up
The ball goes back to the and the shot is no good by Towns. So 3-point shot is no good. Ball going back to the Pels, 89-72. And the shot is going to be good. So it's going to be Brandon Ingram making it 89-74. So Ingram 13 for assists, 5 of 13 from the field, and the shot is good by Minnesota. Makes it 91-74. So 91-74. Looks like Hawk got the ball back to Ball. So let's say Ball will maintain the.
This is one of those games where, similar to the San Antonio game, you know what we really missed in that game, and you're seeing it tonight as well, is JJ Redick.
Yeah, spacer.
Right, that spacer. It's a good job by B.I. turning that corner and finishing it with the offense. You're missing that spacer that you basically say, look, we can't leave this guy wide open, because if we leave him open, he'll make us pay for it. We saw in the San Antonio game when they built the wall.
So it's 91-74. We all watch the game. Ball goes back to the Pels. Walker will pass it. Back to Walker. Let's see if they'll pass it down to Adams. Back to Walker. Back over to Hart. Back over to Zion. And it's going to be free throws coming in. 2.5 on the shot clock.
But giving that guard an option with the ball outside of just launching a long 3-point shot.
Guys, Minnesota has brought in and they put on the floor.
So Zion will attempt his first free throw. No good. It's a miss.
The only starter out there for Chris Finch right now is Carl Anthony Towns. Got our Louisiana Lottery Powerball.
Second free throw coming up. And it is no good. Still 91-74. Noel knocks it down. 3-point shot makes it 94-74. So 94-74. See if the Pels can capitalize. That's Walker. Going back to Kyrie Lewis, back to Zion. He gets the basket. Zion Williamson. 94-76. 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And that ball, Minnesota will try to get the basket and won't get it. It's still 94-76. Here's your score.
Take advantage of the big guy at the other end of the floor is not playing. He had a 5-on-4 the power play.
Yeah, floor is out of balance because Carl Anthony Towns never really got up off the floor.
So it's still 94-78. Pels once again. Adams gets his basket. Let's see if they can close out this third quarter without any deep 3-point shot. Is going to be good. It's going to be a 3-point play.
It's been fantastic tonight, boy.
20 years old. 28th overall in the draft.
Has not missed a shot. 6 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from the 3-point line. Their bench has been the difference in tonight's game.
Yeah, they were the difference in the second quarter when they took the lead. Yep, right across his shin.
So free throw is coming up. So 97-78 free throw for Minnesota, and that free throw is no good. Ball goes back to the Pels. Still 97. Bench points 38-21 in favor of Minnesota. It's going to be a foul coming in. So now Reed will be called for the foul.
It'll come into the side. Yeah, the bench has been, and you saw that bench scoring 38-21. Their bench has been the difference.
No question.
94 seconds left in the third.
94 seconds left. Let's see if the Pels can get something going here. Try to get the shot, and does. Makes it 97-80. So 97-80. So 21 points for Zion. Shot is good. So it's a 3-point shot. So it's going to be Noel making that shot 100-80. So Minnesota just. So free throws for Zion there.
And they've ran it almost now for the entire third quarter. It's a offside pick and roll. They're basically taking the pick and roll off to the side with Noel and Karl Anthony Towns. And what they're doing is saying, Steven, if you don't help, Noel's going to end up with that shot. Steven, if you do help, that's a long recovery to get all the way back to Karl Anthony Towns. Old school basketball.
They have outscored the Pels from beyond the arc after that, Noel. And we always talk about the three. And it tells you about the game. They have 14 triples compared to 5 for the Pels. So they outscored the Pels by 27
Here it
beyond
is.
the arc.
Here it is. Look where Steven's at. So if Steven doesn't get out there, that's the shot. That's the second one. And if Steven actually closes out to Noel, then they kick it over to Karl Anthony Towns.
Zion can't get either one.
So both free throws no good. Still 180 is your score. See if the Pels can get something going here on defensive stop, and the shot is no good. Minnesota gets the defense, their offensive rebound. Ball goes back. Easy basket for Minnesota. Makes it 102-80. So it's McDaniels making the shot. 102-80.
He's 3 of 3 from beyond
To
the arc.
103-80, and that shot is good. So the Pelicans cut the lead 102-82. Kyron Lewis knocks down the layup.
And that's exactly what Cat said.
Here's that same play again. What they're trying to do is make Steven come out and help so you can kick it to Karl Anthony Towns, or you have a one-on-one opportunity.
3-point shot is good.
I think Noel's feeling pretty good about his
Just
team right
105-82.
6'5", 200-pound guard. They have dominated the second and third quarters. After the Pels led by 7 at the end of the first. It'll be Zion.
Zion, nope. It'll be a charge.
And you're talking about a team right now, Joel, that is 26th in the league. So the bottom 5 in the league in three-point percentage. And right now, this team is shooting 48% from the three-point line at 15 for 31 from the field. Again, it's about allowing teams confidence and rhythm to knock down shots.
Yeah,
Good call. That's the right call.
yeah.
Nasri slid over and got over there in time.
Final shot belongs to
Again,
Karl Anthony
he's
Towns.
Let's see if they can. Looks like he's trying to roll it.
We've seen that before. And it'll be a charge the other way. Josh Hart accepted it.
So Josh Hart takes the charge.
Disappointing
12
minutes.
1.2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 105-82.
They've been outscored by 16 so far in the third.
And that will end the third quarter.
23-point lead for the team with the worst record in the NBA. But they're getting contributions across the board, and their bench has been the difference so far.
At the end of 3, 105-82, Minnesota on top. I'll be honest with you. Yes, they're absolutely getting their contributions from their bench. So I'll look at it this way. If the Pelicans, like I said, they're going to start off they're starting off on the absolute wrong foot in the second half of the season. So they're gonna have their struggles here in the second half. So 105-82 is your score. We'll go through the third quarter stats. Give me 1 second to pull that up. We'll go through the third quarter stats. Okay, let's give you those third quarter stats. Okay, third quarter stats. After 3, Pelicans shooting 45%. Minnesota shooting 58% from field goal range. Pelicans shooting 53%. Minnesota shooting 50, 5 of 10. 3-point shooting. Minnesota's 9 of 14 for about 64%. Pelicans 2 of 7 for about 28%. That's in the third quarter. Turnovers to 6-4 in favor of the Pels. So 105-82 Pels trail. So they have to get some baskets here in this fourth quarter. Once again, we'll have Stan Van Gundy's press conference. We'll show video, but we cannot show live footage of games. So we'll show the video at for the post-game show. So we'll have it in the screen, but we'll put the audio in so we won't have to get in trouble. So 105-82. So we'll return to the game in just a few moments. Let's give you an update on some NBA scores. Okay, NBA scores right on your screen. We'll give you those quick scores before we head back to game coverage. Okay, Charlotte on top 99-96. Brooklyn on top 103-99. Toronto on top 87-82. Miami down 84-82 in the fourth quarter. So once again, game coverage. Bench points right now, Pelicans trail 46-23. So they're going to have to get better. So let's get back to game coverage.
You've been outscored by 30 points here at home. And again, you and I were just talking about this. It's not
Says the Pels can get a basket, and they won't. Ball goes back to the
but you can't continue to lose basketball games because of lack of effort and the ability to not be able to do the small things.
So the ball goes back to Minnesota. Let's see if they can they'll pass it. It's being taken away by the Pels. Let's see if they can go on a fast break, and does. Gets the easy basket on a fast break. Makes it 105-84. So Kyrie Lewis gets the dunk on the fast break. And the shot is going to make it 107-84. See if the Pels can kind of get shots off. Jackson Hayes will pass it to Zion, and the basket is good. So 107-86. Zion gets the basket. He will get the 4-point play.
Look at it. The moment he saw Nas Reed reach on the other side, he made it pay for it. Excellent post up and steal by Zion.
One of the few times this season, when you look at the box of the first game, one of the few times this season Zion has not been at a good clip percentage.
Free throws is no good.
So he's been super efficient tonight. He's got 24 points now.
So 24 points, 4 boards for him, 9 of 12 shooting. So Nikhil pokes it, so he knocks it out of bounds. So the ball goes back to the Minnesota Timberwolves, still 107-87.
Dell shooting 47%. The problem is Minnesota's 54%. Anthony Edwards gets a switch.
So they'll get a switch. The shot is no good. So the ball goes back to the Pels, still leading shot is no good. Offensive rebound by the Pels. Taken away. Given away by the still Okogie will attempt the three. He does. Knocks it down. Makes it 110-87 to 110-87. So 20 points for McDaniels. So McDaniels knocked down the three. So 110-87. So if they'll pass it. That missed 3-point shot by the Pels. So so McDaniel hit the first one. He'll miss the second 3-point shot here. That's going to be an offensive defensive rebound by the Pels. Josh Hart, no good. Ball goes back to the Timberwolves.
So I got a feeling you're going to see some of the reserves for the Pels the rest of the way. Down 23. And the clock moving.
Yeah, now,
So 110-87. 110-87 is the score.
Right.
Back-to-back against Cleveland.
Try to get something going, and nope. Missed shot by Minnesota. Ball going back to the Pels. Zion will miss it. The ball will go back to Minnesota. That's going to be off Edwards. Yeah, it was off of Edwards. I think it was. So he knocked that ball out. So Walker knocked the ball out, but it did bounce off of Edwards. So it's still 110-87 Minnesota on top. The Pelicans will get the ball back. So good call by the reps.
So right now it's 51-25. Bench scoring.
So bench scoring is 51-25. And the basket is good. So that's going to be Jackson Hayes getting the basket. So 110-89. 8 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. And Minnesota will get the easy basket. Makes it 112-89. Walker will try to get it to the lane, and he will get it in. So Walker makes it it's 112-91. See if Minnesota can knock down a three, and they do. Noel knocks it down, makes it 115-91.
So with this much time left, 115 already on the board. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
115-91. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're gonna knock down the three. This team right here. This team. Sure, they're 7-29. Let's face it. But the truth of the matter is, like, they're getting shots down like you've ever seen before. These guys, I'm gonna tell you, Minnesota. Look, they got Okogie, they got McDowell, and also they got Towns. They're gonna get those, and also Rubio. So 115-91 is your score. Let's give you the fourth quarter analysis on this game. Sorry about that. Thanks for coming in. Looks like I got a comment. Okay, Ja Morant, king of the NBA. Yes, absolutely, Ja Morant. I definitely agree with you. Also, AF alarm. Zion must join JA. I'm pretty sure he will. Also, Ja Morant's a dunk king. Yes, I think he is. Also, Zion needs to dump the Pelicans and join the Grizzlies. I don't think he's going to leave the Pelicans to go join the Grizzlies. I don't think that's going to happen in a nutshell. I mean, look, this team's struggling, and that's just a so let's yeah, I agree, but it's maybe not going to happen. I mean, so also he needs to go ASAP. Yeah, we need, like I said, this team right here, AF along, look, they're going to have their struggles. Minnesota is a 7-29 ball club. Don't get me wrong. This is a very good ball club. I mean, sure. Like I said, do not underestimate these teams, because I will tell you, they can blow you out in a nutshell. So let's get back to game coverage.
Smoothie King, rule the day. By Oshner.
And I'll once again answer your questions during the broadcast. Appreciate you coming in, giving us your time. So we'll switch it back into game cast. 115-91 is your score. So thanks for joining us, AF Alarm. I appreciate you coming in and talking to us.
57 finalists for the USA basketball team USA group. Congratulations. We knew BI was. He was named.
So BI is named to that group, and also Zion. So ball goes back to the Pels. 115-91. They have to get these shots off, because Minnesota's just playing good tonight in the second half. Brandon Ingram will miss. And offensive rebound, Lonzo Ball, no good. Ball goes back to the Timberwolves, still leading 115-91. on the floor. Edwards, Rubio, McDaniels on the floor for the Pelicans. Williamson, ball that's kind of fast, but and Nas Reed will get the easy basket. So Nas Reed makes it 117-91. So Nas Reed's 15, 7 of 9 from the floor. And Rubio, so Noel gets the easy basket, 119 to 91. It's just an absolute blowout, to say the least.
They had their careers high. They had their career high. Again, you can't continue.
Come on, you got to bounce it. Looks like it's going to be a they'll have to try to get it off in time. Shot clock, and it's going to be taken away by Minnesota. So Josh Hart will be fouled.
You see, when B.I. puts that ball on the floor, Anthony Edwards is coming right behind him. And I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, Anthony Edwards, this guy is just a beast for them tonight.
You see when he puts that ball down, look where Edwards is. Look where Edwards is. So now what you would like guys to do is learn how to play the other way. So when a guy's not guarding you, what do you do with the basketball?
So 119-91, 6:58 remaining in the ball game.
Their bench of Nas Reed, Noel, and McDaniels. Those three have combined for 58 points on 20.
So it looks like they're reviewing the one of those calls. Let's see what happened. Looks like they
what I'm talking about, you see
got Anthony.
We had the other angle that we just showed a minute ago. You have to learn to play when you're playing with talent. You have to learn to move without the basketball.
Yeah.
You see Nickeil Alexander-Walker right here. When he gets rid of the ball back, don't stand here. Now you slide to the corner and give B.I. an outlet. If you stand there, you have to make these guys pay when they're zoning you up. And the only reason I know this because throughout my 13-year career, I was blessed to play with really good basketball players that wanted attention. The Tim Duncans, the David Robinsons, the Gilbert Arenases, those guys. You have to learn to move without
What Antonio Daniels is saying is absolutely true. They would have gave him a space. He would have got that basket easily. So let's see what they say. See what the rep says about this. Let's see the call. So it's going to be a no comment foul.
So it is a continuation play.
So it's a continuation play.
Free throws coming up for Anthony Edwards. They've got 60.
So Edwards will go to the line.
The 119. And we mentioned the bench was the difference. The reason they had a 40-point second quarter.
That's right.
And it just continues when guys grow confident through the course of a game.
So the bench points 60 to 29. Pelicans just getting destroyed on bench points.
Got to find a way to get some stops. Cleveland tomorrow. Clippers extreme challenge on Sunday.
Yeah, you're gonna have these little winky dinky teams like Cleveland and but this team right here, this team is no joke. This team might be 7-29, but they ain't no joke. They're playing like a very good team coming into the New Orleans arena and 9-0 run for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Under 7 minutes remaining. Zion will pass it. That will go over to see that who that is. It's going to be Walker. It's going to be a foul coming in.
And they haven't played. They didn't even play that much. Right. Just played 30 minutes tonight. What I look at is a 30-point game and 121 on the board for a team that averages 108, 107.
So the ball will go back to the Pels.
Nico's coming in. Nico Nelly.
So Nico Nelly comes in.
4.5% shooting. 5 of 27 on their threes. So we do talk about how their offense is improving.
So Zion will go to bench. Looks like Darius Thornwell coming in as well. So Brandon Ingram will go to the bench. So there's going to be some changes. Darius Thornwell comes in. Nico Nelly. Walker, no good. Ball will go back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Still leading 121-91. And they'll pass it. Noel will not make the three. So it's going to be taken, rebounded by Nelly. And they'll pass it. That's going to be Walker.
It's
going to be a block. Ball going back to the Pels. That's going to be Daniels on that block.
Billy Hernandez Gomez, he for Josh Hart. You brought it up. First of a back-to-back, Cleveland tomorrow. A couple of good games going on right now. Nets have pulled away, though. In the final minute, they're up by 9 on the Celtics. And where does Drummond end up? Seems like the Celtics.
So Alonzo Ball will go to the bench.
Barnes going to Boston. Do they really need another wing?
They'll pass it over to Kyra Lewis. Kyra Lewis. Nope. So it's going to be free throws for the Pels. That's going to be Willie. Willie Gomez, Horman Gomez.
76ers are pounding the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah.
Without Joel Embiid and without Ben Simmons.
Right. Well, no. Yeah.
Yeah, 121-101. Philadelphia leading Chicago. Free throw is no good by Willie Herman Gomez. 5:56 remaining in the game. 121-91. Pels right now just absolutely here in the second half. It's just absolutely starting off on the wrong foot. Free throw is no good. Ball will go back to the Pels. 3-point shot is good. So that's going to be Kyra Lewis knocking down the 3, makes it 121-94.
The better it is for all of us. So the stroke looked pretty good for Kyra Lewis Jr. But the Knights, it doesn't belong to the Pels. The Wolves. 5:48 to play.
Yeah. Once again, 194-94. I'll be honest with you right now, that 3-point shot by Kyra Lewis is much needed. But like I said, too little, too late. Minnesota's just getting their shots down. Let's give you those numbers, game stat numbers. Okay, let's put them up. Pels right now shooting 43%, 38 of 87. Minnesota, 48 of 86, 53%. 3-point shooting right now. They are knocking down 17 threes. That's absolutely, once again, that's just astounding to me. Just 48%. Pels 6 of 28, just 21%. That is just sloppy tonight. On free throw shooting, Pels are at 52. Minnesota is at 85. Now, like I said, you got to get to the line. I mean, you got to the line 23 times, converted only 12 shots, but shooting 52%. Come on, are you kidding me? Now, rebounding aspects, 46-35 favor the Pels, 16-7 on the offensive boards, and 30-28 on the defensive boards. Now, on the turnovers, Pels trail 18-10. That is something we have to stop doing. I keep saying it over and over and over and over and over in these videos. I mean, I think my words are not getting through to those. Now, points off of turnovers. This is absolutely why we cannot win games. 31 points off of turnovers. Minnesota is just absolutely getting those points off of those. 31-12. 31-12. Fast break points. 21. Let's get back to game action. Still 121-94 back here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We'll be back here again tomorrow night for Cleveland. Let's see what's in here. Looks like we. I mean, I'm surprised with this young man. I'm very happy with this young man, but the truth of the matter is, I mean, it has to be everybody.
Just needs rest.
And it's stolen. So there is Stonewall. We're going to win and get the basket. So Darius Thornwell makes it 121-96, but it's, like I said, too late. 121-96.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards will pass it. So they'll pass it. And the lane. And the ball gets stuck on the thing, but it's on the rim. It looks like somebody's down. Looks like that's Thornwell on the ground. So he does get off on his own power. Darius Thornwell.
Get up passing like make it disruptive. Don't allow teams just to throw the ball around the horn and get what they want.
And it's their way of telling the staff, if you need help, I'm here.
Right.
So it's going to be a tip off after the tie up. Ball goes back to the looks like the Pels. So Nico will get the ball after the little mishandle by they'll pass it down to Kyrie Lewis and that goes to Willie Herman Gomez as well. Still 121-96, 4:58 remaining in this ball game. So nice little pass down to Lewis, and Lewis will go to the line, and that free throw is going to be no good. So it's a coach's challenge by Minnesota.
A 25-point game.
Okay, 121-96 coach's challenge by Minnesota. Full timeout, so we're waiting for that to return. So let's go ahead and give you the box scores. I'm going to put those box scores right on the screen. Okay, your leading scorers tonight for Minnesota is Edwards with 25, Towns with 16, Layman with 12, also Noel with 23, so he had 23, and Nas Reeves had 15. Now for the New Orleans Pelicans, Zion putting up once again a 24-point effort. He has 24. Ingram has 13. Adams has 13. Ball has 10. Bledsoe tonight has absolutely been trash. Only 2 points tonight. He's shooting 1 of 8 from the field and 0 of 4 from 3-point range. He has to make those threes. He has to get going. So 121-96. We're back from a commercial break. So we'll switch it back in. So we'll wait for the up. Let's see what the looks like. Looks like a nice little. Looks like a block shot. I'm looking at it right there. Nice little block shot, but it's probably going to be called goaltending. Yeah, it looks like it kind of.
They're trying to determine that. Could you break it down frame by frame for us, please? We've had a few breaks here.
I know how much it bothers you right here.
No, 53% shooting, though, bothers everybody.
Oh, for sure.
53%.
53%, 49%, 86% for the line.
Yeah, too easy.
For a team that really struggles offensively.
Also, 52% for the Pels. That is not something we want to continue to be doing as a team.
It's a successful challenge. Minnesota's going to get their time out. Jump balls in the circle.
So it's going to be a jump ball. So
Not that that's going to impact our existence this evening, but he stays on 4.
So now it's right. Nas Reed will
So listen to the positive out of this over the last 5 minutes.
So it's going to be a jump ball. They will re-jump it again.
Without a doubt, he goes out there with Billy and Sindarius.
So 2 timeouts for both teams, Pelicans and Warriors. Wolves, excuse me. Wolves. So it looks like they're going to be tipping off in just a second.
Not garbage time for them.
Yeah, I told you. I don't.
That ball goes back to the Pels on the tip. Ball will be controlled by the Pels. That's going to be Kyra Lewis. Going to try to pass it to Thornwell, passing it down to Billy. And the shot is no good. So offensive rebound. So Darius Thornwell shot goes off mark. Ball will go back to Minnesota.
They took the first game, don't forget, back in late January.
So it looks like Rubio will have the ball.
That game was points on turnovers more than anything else.
Let's see if the Pels 3-point shot to the left side, no good.
And out of bounds.
It's gonna be out of bounds.
And it rattled, so it was mistimed and understandable.
So 121-96 your score.
Right.
Here in this last 4:18.
You know, the overtime.
The ball goes back to the T-Wolves. See if the T-Wolves can get something, or the Pels defense can slow them down. They'll pass it. Looks like Lewis, and that shot is good. So it makes it 123-96.
123-96. So Edwards with
27 tonight. So it looks like Walker will try to pass it to the left corner. And the left corner three is no good. That ball will go back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Under 4 minutes remaining. See if they can try to. 3-point shot is no good by Minnesota. Ball going back to the Pels. So Nikhil Walker goes to the line.
Pels will fall for a third consecutive time. Their record at the end of the night is going to be 15-22.
And they got Cleveland tomorrow night. That's another game.
See, actually, a 4-on-1 right here. And I don't know what Noel was thinking and reaching across and taking that foul, but good finish by Nikhil nonetheless.
Free throws, Nikhil will convert. Makes it 123-99.
Pressure in the backcourt by the Pels. Not a bad idea.
So good pressure.
Okogie.
Okogie. So he's going to go to the line. So Okogie will get 2 free throws.
Understanding who is a shooter, who is a driver. You know, there's a acronym that's called KYP, which means know your personnel, which means know what that guy does well. We said earlier, Josh Okogie is a 22% 3-point shooter.
Oh, brother. Right, and now they're going to look at this for flagrant. And it's probably going to be a flagrant one because it was above the shoulders.
Yeah. So we're review for a flagrant one against the Pelicans.
Give
Final Jeopardy. We use it.
Yeah, give Okogie a step. Give him a step. And if he knocks that 3-point shot down,
right,
more power to him.
But I like what you said, and coaches always talk about it, that you get a game plan, and you know the guys that can shoot.
Right. You get a scouting report.
Well, he got the ball.
Yeah.
The thing is, he didn't even hit Okogie in the face, though.
No, he went across the shoulder.
Let's see. Looks like
right there.
Yeah, across the shoulder.
It's a 2-shot foul.
That's kind of
Oh, he did hit him in the face.
Yeah, it did. It looks like he did. I'm looking at it right there.
Again, you have to know
So the play is under review for flagrant one.
You have to press up on and run off the 3-point line.
Yeah, you know it's double jeopardy for Minnesota, though, as we watch this once again, is determine whether or not they're going to give him a couple of free throws and the ball on the side.
Yeah, it looks like he had it right towards his face, right up in this area.
Sent a protected first-round pick this year to Golden State to get off that contract in the DeAndre
I mean,
trade.
let's see what the rep says.
It's going to be a flagrant foul. There's no question about that. But
Ruling on the floor is confirmed. We have a flagrant foul, penalty 1, resumption of play with 2 shots. Ball's going to be on the side.
So flagrant foul for
and I brought up
against
the top 3 now. It's no guarantee.
Nelly. So flagrant foul on Nelly.
You could fall out.
Right.
It's protected top 3 only. Golden State gets it. If they finish with the 4th or 5th pick of the draft, it goes to the Warriors as the rich get richer. 3:17 to play, so Okogie shoots a couple of free throws.
First one is up, and it is good.
20th overall last
So
year.
it makes it 124-99.
But that's tough. When you're trying
And
to
that second free throw is good.
throw
Makes it
and you don't
125-99.
Right. You can't really.
So that's on the
Can't really-
flagrant foul.
Yeah, it's tough.
So the ball will go back to the T-Wolves, still lead 125-99. Let's see if they can try to. And that's going to be Noel getting the easy basket, makes it 127-99. Pels will play Cleveland tomorrow. We'll have game coverage here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Once again, game audio, no video during the game. 3-point shot is going to be no good. Ball will go back to the
And by the way, it's interesting because the face of their franchise is Carl Anthony Towns. And again,
and that shot is good.
Is right there on the bottom. He's right there on the bottom. It doesn't even rotate over.
Carl Anthony Towns, face of the franchise.
So 129-99 is just an absolute just devastation blowout tonight.
You're going to consult the best player in your team before you do things.
Yeah, consult is different than
right.
And actually putting that into action, though.
Right, but he influenced the decision because he is close with D'Angelo Russell, and he wanted Russell as a teammate. So they moved Wiggins. And by the way,
so that's Nelly. Shot is
Wiggins having a breakthrough year.
Good, so it makes it 129-101 after Nelly makes the basket.
Inside is 2 to play.
They'll pass it.
And Kelly Oubre has come on for Golden
So
State.
Kelly Oubre is in. That shot is good. So they pop down the 3, so it makes it 132-101. So it's Noel, 28 points.
Now get out of here healthy. With 90 seconds left in the game. Yeah, 3
So
games
Kyra
tonight.
Lewis passes it down. And that 3-point shot is no good. So it missed 3-point shot by the Pels once again. Still 132-101.
You know, you want to start off after All-Star break, the second half of the season, the right way. You know, and really defensively with the type of effort, because you talk about using the
3-point shot
to recharge.
is no good.
You know, get a little bit of energy back. And it's disappointing to come out here tonight and give up right now 132 points to a basketball team that's lost 9 games in a row, that's the worst record in the league, and give their first win to Chris Finch.
That shot is good. So Gomez gets the basket, makes it 132-103. So once again, Pels, I'll be honest with you, now 15-22. 3-point shot is good, so they are just absolutely knocking down threes. That's so Herman Gomez, that's Juan Hantro, Willie Herman Gomez getting a basket for Minnesota, makes it 135-103. So Minnesota will
and it's 19 of 40. So that's 13 more. 39-point difference on triples.
And you know, there's no bigger statistical category to me than this one in today's NBA. It's a pace and space league. Their 3-point line is
so far 6.4 seconds remaining. Still 135-105.
To continue to not just get outshot beyond the 3-point line, but to be
So the
outshot
Pels
significantly.
will have to
Behind 33, behind 30.
run it out, and they will run it out. Final score 135. 105 is your final.
Remember at the break 67-60 Minnesota, but they pulled away. They took over in the third, outscored the Pels 30.
Okay, final score 135-101 is your final score. I'm gonna say this, look, give credit where credit is due with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Sure, they were 7-29, but they came in and absolutely just devastated this team tonight. 135-105 is your final. Once again, we will break this game down for you. So let's field some comments. Yeah, right now, I got to agree with you, Ghost Man. This Pelicans basketball team's absolutely just in the trash right now. I hate to say it. I mean, look, when you give up 135 points to a team that was worse in the league, you're not winning goddamn games. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Now they're going to have Cleveland tomorrow. That's going to be a worse. That's going to be another game that's going to be a blowout. I mean, look, you got to take these teams very seriously because, look, 7-29 versus 15-21 is not like rocket science, folks. So final score 135, 105. Pelicans lose. They will take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's see who else. Yeah. If that can happen, AF alarm, then so be it. But in reality, they're not going to get rid of Zion. No. I mean, look, this Pelicans team right now has to build. I mean, I know Coach Van Gundy's going to be pissed off and tell you the same old bullshit night after night after night after night. It's going to get boring after a while. But the truth of the matter is, look, we're entering the second half. We got to get better. So, final score. Let's recap the. Let's go ahead and give you a final stat recap. I'm going to put it up on my screen. Final stat recap on the screen. Minnesota shot 53%. That was 51 of 95 shots. Pelicans, 43 of 100 shots tonight. 43 of 100. That's just absolutely worthless right there. 43% versus 53%. Three-point shooting, Minnesota was absolutely just knocking down those threes. Pelicans, 6 of 32. They cannot just keep up with that. No. Now, the free throws, you got to make your free throws. Pels right now, 13 of 24, 54% was not a good night for this team to start off with. Minnesota got to the line 16 times, converted 14 free throws for about 87%. Now, in the rebounding aspects, Pelicans led 51-38. They should have won this game, but no. They just let everything get the best of them. Offensive boards 19-7. Defensive boards 32-31. Assists was 28 apiece. Steals, Minnesota got 11 steals out of 7 for the Pels. Turnovers was 18-12. The points off of those turnovers was absolutely just mind-boggling. 31 points off of those turnovers tonight. Pels just absolutely just did not secure that ball correctly. Fast break points, 23-15, so it's 23-15 in favor of the Pels. But Pels led in points to the paint, 70-56. So they did lead in that area, but like I said, it doesn't mean anything in the long run. So final score, 135, 105. Pelicans lose tonight on the first night's back after All-Star break. So, like I said, since the All-Star break, the Pelicans been absolutely anemic when it comes down to it. So let's give you the box scores, the final box. Let's go through the final box tonight. Towns had 16 points. Edwards had 27. Layman had 12. Rubio had 6. Herman Gomez had 5. McDaniels had 20. Okogie had 4. Reed had 15 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Noel had 28. He knocked down 6 of 7 of those 3-point shots tonight. That was just he had 5 boards, 5 on defense, none on offense. Now the Pelicans tonight, once again, Zion had 24. Brandon Ingram had 13. Adams had 13. Ball had 10. Bledsoe had 2. He was just not a good factor tonight. Also, Willie Herman Gomez was not a factor as well. Off the bench, he only had 2 points. He was 1 of 2 from the shot. Hayes had 11. Kyrie Lewis had 11. Hart had 5. Cedarius Stormwell had 2. No factor tonight. Nickel Walker had 10 tonight. So that was in tonight's ball game. 135. 105 is your final score. We'll give you the fourth quarter stats. This team's, inconsistency. Yes, inconsistency. I would have to agree with you. Look, Coach Van Gundy's going to say the same thing. He's going to say, they did not do this, they didn't do that, and we're going to let you hear from him in just a second. He'll be on momentarily. So we'll wait for him. We'll give you Stan Van Gundy in just a second. So let's go through the fourth quarter. I'm going to go through quarter 4 stats. I'm going to go through those numbers with you, and I'll let you judge for yourself. So let me get this up on the screen. Okay, fourth quarter. Pels shot 34%, 10 of 29. Minnesota 10 of 19 for about 52%. That's versus 52%. That was just an onslaught tonight. Now, Minnesota shot 63% from 2-point shots, which is dunks and stuff like that. Pelicans shot only 47, 9 of 19. Now, the 3-point shooting, this is, you're going to laugh at this number. 1 for 10 for about only 10%. 10% on 3-point shots. Look at Minnesota got 37. That's on 3 of 8 shots tonight. Now the free throws, once again, Pels are at 50, Minnesota at 100. Now the turnovers tonight was 4-2. I mean, like I said, this was just a battering waiting to happen. So final score 135, 105 is your final. We'll wait for Stan Van Gundy to begin. Coming up, talking about tonight's ball game. Press conference will begin in just a few minutes. So we'll wait for Stan Van Gundy to appear. So we'll have his post-game comments in just a second. So if you got like I said, any more comments about tonight's game, please post them in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's see who else is talking to me. Pelicans will win 2 out of 5. Yeah, I think they will. Because Minnesota, like I said, they're going to win their games. Now, they got Cleveland tomorrow night. That's another team that could be another depth trap for them. So they're going to have to get it going in the next 24 hours. They have to flush this game and get ready for Cleveland. Because if they go playing like they played tonight, they're not going to win that game either. So I say the Pelicans, look, with the first 2 games, I said if they lose tomorrow, I think the Pelicans are not going to get to that 30 win mark. I think they get under that 30 win mark. They're not going to get near that 30 win mark. And they're not going to be a good bring back Gentry. I'm pretty sure they're not going to bring back Gentry. I mean, Gundy's garbage. I mean, Gundy's going to say everything. You're going to listen. You're going to hear what he had to say. So we're going to put that in just a second. We're waiting for him to come up in just a second. So he should be here. So, yeah, he is right now. I'm going to tell you, he's going to tell you the same old thing over and over and over and over and over again. It's like a washing board. When you wash clothes, you got to do it over and over and over, and that's just what's going to happen tonight. He's going to be saying, "Look, well, this defense, we didn't we let them get the baskets and all that, and blah 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 blah." So Final score 135-105. Yeah, he's going to say terrible stuff. He's going to continue to say that. I mean, he's going to say that over and over and over. It's just like a repeat of everything. He's going to say it. He's also going to say, well, this is just blaming on me and everything else. But it revolves around everyone. Everyone's going to be to blame. So we're waiting for Stan Van Gundy. Stan Van Gundy should be up in just a few moments. We're just waiting for him. So if you want to comment, once again, talk to me again on tonight's game. Just come on down. Let me, we let easy points. Yeah, that's true. I keep saying that night after night. We let them get easy baskets. They run all over our defense. And they just go too many turnovers. And that 31 points off of turnovers, that's giving that ball up a lot of times. So we're waiting for Stan Van Gundy. He should be up in a few minutes. Building your questions in your comments. If you want to talk about tonight's game, come on down. I'm here for another couple of minutes until Stan Van Gundy comes on. We'll wait for him to come on. So we'll go ahead and give you some scores. And we'll wait for Stan Van Gundy to appear. Hopefully he comes up. So I'm going to be here in a second. So let me put the scores on the screen. I'm going to go scoreboard update. So we'll give you a scoreboard update. Second half of the NBA season underway in earnest. Okay, final scores. Mavericks up down 82-70. So that Thunder is on top 82-70. Warriors down by 1, 16-15. Also, Suns is down 38-32. Rockets down 32-31. Final scores tonight. Charlotte wins 105-102. Brooklyn wins 121-109. Kyrie Irving had 40 points. Also, Raptors lose to Hawks 121-120. Miami wins tonight 111-103. Chicago loses to Philadelphia 127-105. And also the Brooklyn Nets, the Milwaukee Bucks win 134-101. So let's see if we got Stan Van Gundy. Looks like we don't have him yet. We should be able to get him in a second. Okay, more questions. Defense not even close. No, not even close tonight. They were just giving up threes. They were just absolutely giving up threes. That guy, I'm going to tell you, the one from Minnesota, he knocked down some threes tonight. He just, Noel, that guy, I'm going to tell you, he just, they hand him the ball. He just knocks them down really easy. So, any more questions or comments, please put them in your Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter comments. So I'll display them on the screen for you. So once again, we're going to give you some college basketball scores. We're waiting for Stan Van Gundy. I don't know what's going on. Stan Van Gundy should be coming up. We're just waiting for his comments. Oh, there he is. Let's switch it out. Stan Van Gundy coming on. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it out, and we'll let you hear what he had to say about tonight's ball game. Let me hit that button. Wrong button. Sorry about that.
We can't have a bad offensive night. We can't even have a mediocre offensive night. If we have a bad offensive night, we're going to get crush like we did tonight because we don't stop anybody. And it affects our offense because we don't get chances to get out and run in transition. And so, look, I understand it's on me, and what we're putting out there defensively is embarrassing, quite honestly. And we've all got to take ownership of it. A lot of it's me, and a lot of it's our players, and they've got to take some ownership. We didn't compete tonight, and that's the bottom line. We didn't compete. We didn't help each other. We didn't play together at either end of the floor. A really embarrassing evening for us tonight. They played well. They were inspired to play. We didn't seem to care, and we got what we deserved. And when I say we, again, I'm not. I say this every time. I'm not putting it all on the players. I mean, I'm a big part of that too, but I'm also not absolving them. So, it's all of us.
You're back up in 24 hours. How much can you fix between now and then?
Oh, no. I mean, you're not fixing anything. There's no, miracle out there. I mean, you've got to compete harder and you've got to be better. We'll try to clear some things up. But, no, I mean, we're going to walk through, on the arena floor at 4 o'clock tomorrow and talk about Cleveland and what we need to do. And we'll either come out and play better or we won't. We'll find out tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We're not making any major change or anything, though. I mean, we don't have time.
Coach, you jumped out to 24-8. Are you surprised at the lack of energy for the rest of the ball game, considering you had a week off?
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't have any energy yesterday in practice either. It was one of the worst practices that I've been a part of in my career, So I don't know. I mean, sometimes the days off makes you lazy. It obviously helped them. It did not help us. Yeah, it was a bad performance. So we will see. We'll see if we can play a lot better tomorrow night.
Yes, man. When you say your team didn't compete, just how concerned is that as far as what your team is right now mentally when you come out knowing what you need to do this second half of the season and you don't compete in this first game?
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. I mean, to me, I don't really understand it because I thought we had a long stretch of games there where I thought we had a lot of fight at the end of the first half of the season. I mean, even though we had lost 9 of 13, the Milwaukee game, the San Antonio game, the Miami game without Zion, the end of the Chicago game, the fourth quarter. I mean, we showed a lot of fight and competitiveness and everything else. So it's not like that. I mean, our defense has been a problem all year, but as far as our guys fighting to stay in games, I thought they've been pretty consistently doing that. So why tonight was the way it was, I really don't know.
You can go ahead.
All right, Stan, you mentioned it before, like, if guys aren't going to compete, they got to be accountable for it, taking guys in and out. I mean, is there any point that this has to get to where you have to sit starters, where there's guys, you just can't play for long stretches, even though that they obviously are established players who have track records in the league?
Well, there's always a point, but here's the thing. Like, you have to have your best players playing at both ends of the floor and competing hard if you're going to win in this league. That's what you have to have. And the other part of that is if you're just going to talk on tonight, I'm not sure we could have come up with 5 tonight. So, look, it was just a bad game as a team all the way around. I thought Steven played really well against Towns, and there were some isolated other good things, but I didn't think it would be hard for me to say that anybody else was really a positive in that game.
And just real quick, Brandon has mentioned before kind of the vacillating between what team is on the other side of the floor. Did you notice that tonight a little bit, that because it's Minnesota, because it's one of the worst teams in the NBA, that maybe they didn't show up ready to play?
Well, first of all, I think it's hard to say they didn't show up ready to play because we obviously showed up ready to play. We got off to a great start. I think that's been, I mean, how many times have we from the get-go of the game, where you guys felt like, oh, they didn't show up ready to play? I mean, that really hasn't been a problem. I mean, we've had a couple of games, but not many. Our problem is sustaining. Our problem is understanding that it's a 48-minute game. And we didn't have anybody play huge minutes tonight, so we didn't wear anybody down. It wasn't that. I don't really have an answer for it, and I'm supposed to have the answers, and I understand that. I understand it's my responsibility. I understand it's on me. I understand that, especially at the defensive end of the floor, I'm not getting the job done. But our players have to understand that too.
This thing is live walk with the Times 50 on. Now the fans showed a little frustration tonight. What would be your message to them that this is going to get fixed?
Well, my message to them would be, I understand their frustration. They should be frustrated. They should be upset. The way we played tonight's unacceptable. That would be my message. As far as whether it's going to get fixed, I mean, it'll get fixed if, we bring a lot more to the game. So I'm not going to guarantee it's going to get fixed. I mean, we got to bring more to the game. I guarantee it can get fixed, but whether it will or not, we'll find out as time goes on. All right.
And what he said was really laughable. Is it going to get fixed? I mean, look, you got 48 hours, 24 hours to get the damn shit fixed. Look, to be honest with you, look, this team, in the first half was absolutely just abysmal. He keeps saying it over and over and over. He keeps ignoring, like Ghostman said, he keeps ignoring the facts. But the truth of the matter is he's got to stop dancing around these tough questions that the media puts on him and start accepting those questions for what they are. Look, us as Pelican fans, we can bitch and moan and stuff like that, and all the things we can do. But the truth of the matter is, look, right now we're 15-22 to start off the second half. I mean, I don't think we're going to get to 30 wins. I really don't. I mean, we're going to, we got, like I said, we got Cleveland. We got Los Angeles on Sunday. We also got the Trailblazers, and we also got the Trailblazers again. That's going to be tough games right there. Cleveland, LA, and Portland. So, like I said, we gotta take ownership of our response. We got to be responsible for what we do. So, final score 135-105. Thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate you coming in. Once again, we couldn't do video. We got copyrighted, so from now on we'll do game audio only. So if you have your TV, you can come in and watch it with us. So it'd be like a watch party. You can do that. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Thursday evening. We'll be back tomorrow for Pelicans and Cleveland Cavaliers. Also, LSU baseball on Saturday. They will take on UTSA. So for myself, manning the buttons here at StreamYard, for Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, have a good evening.